So, Cedric B here. Don't forget, renting actually makes you poor, okay? And we're talking about the low end, all right? Because when you're just starting out, you're 18, 20, or like, you just got out of prison. I don't know. A lot of things. Like, you have fixed expenses, right? Like, you have your rent because you need a place to live. You have food, health. All right. Everything else is really, you don't need. All right. You go to the library for everything else. Okay. Entertainment, just go to the library. Figure it out. But you need to figure out a place to live. You need to figure out something to eat. And you need to figure out something for your health so you don't die in case something happens to you. Now, today we are not talking about these two. We're just going to erase those right there. Those gone. All right. But rent. All right. You're like, why does renting make me poor? Well, because you just spend money. All you're doing is spending money the entire freaking time. So it's like, try to get this down as low as possible. I'm saying rent a room, share a room with someone else, doesn't really matter. Try to get to $500 a month would be my recommendation as like the tops, to $300 a month in this current situation that we live in. All right. So $500, right? That's what you really want to get your monthly rent to. And then that sucks because then now you're spending $6,500 a year. Oh, I can't even do math. It's $6,000. So now you're doing $6,000 a year in cost, which sucks. So at some point you want to get yourself into a nice fourplex. If you do this properly, right, you should be able to just be at a zero sum to maybe a little bit of extra money on your living costs, which saves you $6,000 a year. But what it doesn't talk about is how you're saving $6,000 a year, so you're plus $6,000, right? And then your principal pay down, let's just throw out a random number here and say $6,000 on average a year, right? Over 30 years is somehow your principal pay down. Okay, right? So that's $12,000, right? And it's going to appreciate. Let's say it just somehow appreciates only 2% per year. All right, these are just made up numbers here. All right, so this made up number scenario, this person's up $14,000 a year once they buy the fourplex, right? So it's like, you got to be poor, but even if you're poor, you're still spending $6,000, right? You run the same math at $1,500, that's crazy money. And with this scenario, you're living by yourself, you got a place, it's fantastic. So always remember that it's not just, $500 a month. No, it's $6,000 a year, right? And with this, you save $6,000 a year. They pay back your loan at $6,000 a year, and you went up in value $2,000. So you made $14,000 in additional value. And over your lifetime, that's a lot of freaking money. So don't forget that. That's why you're with Biggie. Thank you.